Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus, collectors in disguise. Children of Primus. Children of Primus.
And we are live.
And we are live. Another Frenzy Freestyle Sunday with myself, Spin, and Impactor Productions.
For once here early, or technically on time.
There you go. So, well, in some places, if you're on time, you're already late. So it's to be on time, you have to be there extra early.
Oh, this is the person I've been. I fear Courage is gonna get a kick out of this when I show this video. Yeah, I just need all of our. I'm really hoping we get Magnus in here and Shotgun, because all you got. This is peak meme material in stop motion. I got some very fun stuff.
I had so many cool Transformers related things happen since I was last on the show. Mostly just things that fell into my hands.
Lucky, I need more Transformers figures.
That's the most.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what they want us to be.
I haven't gotten a single new figure in a while now, so I really need to get some new ones. I'm currently saving up a little bit more money so I can get Wedge again, so I have Landfill officially for stop motion's sake. Mentioning, like, combiners-wise, actually, Landfill, if I get him fixed again, I'll technically have 2 Autobot combiners, and then, well, 2 Decepticon combiners, that being Menasor and Devastator, Superior, and Landfill, even though Landfill's half his size.
Oh. In the comments, we've got a Sheba Kobe. Sheba, I do have to catch up with you, so it's you're not forgotten. It says y'all are lucky I got home early, quote unquote early, back from not so mega Costco run. I picked up Astro Train and Power Glide today. So that is quite a combo. And Toy Warp hiding in the comments said, "Spin out here stealing other people's shows," and it's I know what he's referring to.
Please tell me, because I don't get it.
I was a guest on another YouTube channel, By the Wayside, and his name is Jordan Middlebrook. He records his show at Wayside Comic Shop in Newmarket, and we met him in the Action Figure Comic-Con in January and invited me to be a guest. So about a month ago, went to the comic shop, did an interview, and he has it up on his YouTube channel now. So I will hopefully within this stream or the next one for sure, I am going to plug By the Wayside show. And you can find him on YouTube, and he also has a website, bythewayside.com, I believe. Just like Children of Primus, it has a listing of all the episodes that's on his channel. So you check that out, and it's quite a funny interview and also a learning experience, because I'm so used to being background. So when I become a guest on someone else's stream, it's there are things I still got to figure out and learn for myself.
Well, look,
but it's
you're
cool.
about to for sooner or later, I'm going to have you guys all on my streams as guests. Because currently, to fill in you guys on summer plans, because I have this entire itinerary list I've been just writing in Google Doc for the past 3 days now of plans. Currently, my goal is to start doing live streams officially on days that most likely you guys could be here to say hi, basically. Either inside the live or in the chat or whatever and whatnot. That's like my priority goals, is to do it in convenient times for you guys that wouldn't be a hassle for you guys to hop on.
Cool. I know it's getting a time for all of us is it's a task in itself, much less just having to stream.
Yeah, it's sort of like I'm just so used to making sure my Sunday nights are mostly free that at this point it doesn't feel like a conscious thing. Just unless I really can't be here, I'm here, you know. Yeah, I I can start running through. Well, I mean, I hinted that I had a big thing I wanted to show off, but I can start with all the random other stuff before I lead up to that because I think it's really interesting.
Yes.
Well, did anybody just read the comments on boycott Prime versus Prime?
I was actually just going to get into the comments. So we have James, a different James. So welcome, James. Mentions to boycott Prime versus Prime.
Did he do something? Did something happen? I don't actually know.
I'm not sure.
Well, the goal
either.
of this is that there's been this big joke going around that he steals directly from Hasbro with the fact that he has almost every single figure that comes out.
Oh, that guy. Okay, it took me a second to.
Right.
He's the guy who famously gets everything in like super early, and I don't think anybody's quite sure how. But I mean, I guess he's a moneyed individual because people, you can always buy like stuff from the factory. We've talked about that before.
We have, but I guess
Wait,
it's
since
still
when could you buy
still a
stuff from
thing.
the factory?
Well, I mean, like gray market. You know what I mean?
A guy that has a guy that has a guy.
Yeah.
James Coleman, welcome once again. Says hello, guys. Had a birthday couple days ago. Happy birthday, James, and have the Age of a Prime, Nexus Prime, Swerve, and Studio Series 86 Thundercrackers, Skyward, and Kranix. Very cool.
Mentioning. Wait, you talk first.
I was going to say, it came to light a bit recently that JT Prime, the guy who does all the leaks that we always hear about, like the Hasbro people know that he's doing it, and they consider that a part of their marketing cycle. So something like Prime versus Prime, getting these things early and doing all these nice glamour shots of them and putting up these videos. I don't think anybody official is mad at him for doing this. I think they consider that to be a part of it too.
It's another comment says Prime versus Prime is a thief, and he has the Unicron soldier already. Funny they mentioned that, but then also with in terms of a comment that you said, DJs back in the day had this gray area because as a DJ, you're buying the music from the record stores, playing it in the clubs, playing it on the radio. The sales of you buying those records go back to the artists, to the labels, and whoever needs to be paid to produce that record. At a certain point, there were DJs kind of like, the gray area. They're getting all sorts of songs and they're not paying for it. But
Yeah.
the problem is if a DJ is making, a boatload of money off of someone else's music and that person's not getting paid for it, there it does become a problem. And there was a huge crackdown because of this at one point. But even at that point, DJs were still in a gray area because in order for an artist to get their music out there, they rely on the DJs. So we're playing the stuff in the clubs and on the radio. We're promoting that artist. So it's at times the record labels are like, well, you shouldn't have this music ahead of time type thing, but the audience knows your music because of us. But I mean, so it's kind of the same thing. If someone's getting a Transformer, putting it out there on YouTube and promoting it to people, that's helping Hasbro. But, I don't know the details in that backstory where it's like, well, then if they're stealing it, quote unquote, stealing this stuff, then that's a whole separate issue.
Yeah, I mean, the main point of difference there between what you're saying is like taking one action figure and publicizing it is, I think, a lot different from playing a song a billion times and an artist not getting credit for it because there's not like a bunch of revenue being left on the table,
Spin, I need you to big screen this thing because this thing is trying to fall apart on itself.
Oh gosh, and let's
This is my monstrosity of a Transformers gun that I gave Megatron.
You've heard of Six Gun, now get ready for Infinity Gun.
To go of this thing right here, I think would level any Autobot or Decepticon team in the fact that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Matrix of Leaderships connected to this. Then 4 Megatron fusion cannons, both rocket launchers, all of Whirl and Roadbusters' guns from Thrilling 30s, Magnus, Tarn, Hubcap, You name it, there's a whole bunch of guns. You have blaster, skids. It's just a whole conglomeration of guns.
Why am I thinking of that Christmas
Oh,
song?
and Devastator's gun on top of that. Devastator's gun on top of that. So,
you know, the first day of Christmas my true love gave to me, and it's like then it just leads up to like 12 different assault weapons on this character that you've created.
You guys will see this on Megatron as he obliterates a stern somebody.
Well, now, before we jump into the news, a couple more comments. James says, "No man, Prime versus Prime admitted he bought Unicron soldier from a worker from the factory for over 200 in an online auction." And with Toy Warp then responds, "Well, then he's not a thief. The worker is." So it's and I mean that's something that happened at the Amazon warehouse close to where I live some months ago. I think it was like 4 or 5 people were charged for like thousands of dollars of stolen goods out of the warehouse. I think almost at least over $10,000 or $20,000 that they found on these individuals that's been stealing and selling them on the side from Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like a very, very, very victimless crime here, you know?
Yeah, again, poor Jeff Bozo, as I like to call him.
And as TF Berserker, welcome TF Berserker. You fellas hear about the new Transformers documentary I'm working on?
No, I have not.
We have not, so please, first of all, welcome to the stream, and please let us know about the documentary. And James also says he is theft through receiving is still theft, and I mean technically that's kind of true. Like, you know, you steal something, sell it to someone, and that person gets caught with it, it's still stolen goods regardless of whose hands it's in.
And then you also get the charge
Commission of a theft, employment of a theft, you know, you would word it something like that.
but
Accessory
purchasing
to
of
theft.
stolen goods is a crime, and that is what it is called.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
At that
Magnus
point,
said.
I don't feel like shaking my finger at him. I feel more like being like, bro, make sure, take care of yourself, you know?
You know, take care of yourself, lawyer up, and whoever's working in that Hasbro factory, Children of Primus does not endorse connecting with this person to send us these figures ahead of everyone else in the public.
But if they were to show up on my doorstep, I sure wouldn't be a narc.
You know, how did that get there?
Well, I'm 100%. Cash is king. If you're going to buy something you are unsure of, you do not leave a paper trail.
This
No
is
credit
correct.
card. You pay for it in cash because they all have the same serial number. They can't prove you didn't already own it, that you bought it somewhere else.
This is correct. And I think if Mr. Magnus gets one more Unicron, slowly stuff will just start like, you know, vaporizing out of the Hasbro factory. So at that point, it's not theft, because who's going to go against 4 Unicrons?
There's already 4 here.
Oh, okay, 5.
Yeah.
I guess I could take a second. There's enough people here that I can show off the very big thing that happened that involves screenshots.
Ooh, yes.
Everybody's going to like this. So, I have not had a chance to pick up a physical copy of Void Rivals number 30 yet, because I have not been able to schlep down to my comic book shop. So I had to go secure a digital copy for myself. You know, they sell those too, which is good because that means I could take a screen grab from it. So if you wanna pop up what I yeah.
There it is.
So that is a letter that I wrote to the Void Rivals mail line that got published in it in issue number 30, and you'll note right at the top I even specifically mentioned Children of Primus.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes. So I just said, you know, I'm a longtime reader who has enjoyed the series and the rest of the EU. I'm part of an online streaming show that talks Transformers called Children of Primus, and I often plug this book when we're on. And then I go on to talk about how I like Void Rivals because it feels like a 1970s science fiction film. And then I asked how old the two protagonists are supposed to be because the different artists have drawn them differently. Yeah, the answer got cut off here because it goes on to the second column, but they did say like they're supposed to be in their late 30s. But yeah, so this exists in physical print in Void Rivals number 30 by Robert Kirkman that you can buy at a comic shop right now, and talks about our streaming show called Children of Primus. So we've made it into official print in a Transformers comic.
That is very cool. If we end up with like 30,000 subscribers in the next week, I will thank
Yeah,
you for
that'll
that.
be why.
That'll be why.
So I'm actually really proud of that because I'm like, there we are.
I think we actually purchased Void Rivals number 30. I think we just got it.
Yeah. So if you pop it open, I mean, I got a copy sitting on my pull list, but yeah, flip it to the back. That's there.
That's very cool. Very cool.
And, you know, a little funny thing. Because I got them to say what they think their canonical ages are, the Transformers Wiki lists that in the notes now. So, like, I contributed to that, too.
Nice. And even Toy Warp says far out fear.
Yeah. So that happened. That's a big thing.
That is a huge thing. That's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of eyeballs on this comic because apparently it sells very well, so...
And going back to TF Berserker, says you can watch the pitch video live and I can answer your questions. So you know what? If you jump into our Teletran 2 segment, which starts 9 p.m. Eastern, and I track down that video, then I'll give you a chance to answer. We'll do a question and answer in the comments. And TF Berserker also said, I'm actually looking to include YouTube influencers in the documentary. So, very cool. There's a handful of us here.
You have a stop motion animator here, and then you have photographers, DJs,
writers. Yep. A bit of everything. A bit of everything is over here. So now let's slowly go over into the news.
This is gonna be good. I just posted the video now. I'm excited to show this thing.
Oh,
We'll get to it.
I am maniacally waiting.
maniacally.
Yeah.
All right, so let's add that to the screen and let's change our screen over for this. There we go.
Yeah. So these guys are interesting. So this is a new third-party thing that's going to be coming out. They're redoing Fall of Cybertron. Yeah, they're redoing Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, like the Combiner. Because the new Studio Series stuff that's covering War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron probably isn't going to get to it. So they're making these so that they scale with those. So just a modern Bruticus, and they're showing off prototypes of Swindle and Blastoff.
Okay, maybe I might not buy the new Bruticus and buy this instead, because this I feel like might be way better than the others.
Well, it's a new company, so we'll need to see how they are first, for one thing. But the thing that I think
they're already looking accurate.
Yeah. The thing that I find most interesting is most third parties these days don't bother with mainline stuff. They're either doing masterpiece scale figures or like little tiny Legends guys. So it's been a while since we've seen like a mainline one. I've got no idea what that object is, but
Yeah.
It looked like a Cyber Planet key to me.
yeah. I had the old Fall of Cybertron Bruticus back in the day. It was a janky, rickety figure, so them getting a do-over is always going to be a good thing.
Mentioning Bruticus or the character in general, for a fun fact, this is one of the goals for this summer, besides getting rid of the little bit of debt that I have left to the Dinobots. My goal right now is to purchase the Ruination figure, which is just a remold of all the Wreckers from Bruticus. With an upgrade kit, because there is actually an upgrade kit that makes the OG War for Cybertron Bruticus 10 times better, or Ruination.
Yeah, so this is MPG Soundwave, which is the new masterpiece, and it's actually just a repaint of the Masterpiece Soundwave from a few years ago in like bright cartoony style colors. Just, finally showing up in people's hands so they can take nice photos of it. It's really funny that they were like, we're ending Masterpiece and we're starting this other thing called MPG, and MPG has mostly been old masterpieces by volume since it started. Like,
Yep.
they did an Optimus.
Next up, they actually reissued the old OG first ever Masterpiece Optimus and Megatron all of a sudden, branding it as new.
So they've done a new Optimus, they've done a new Hot Rod, and every other thing they've done, and there's a lot of them, have been repaints of previous masterpieces. Not that I mind, because, like, it's always good to put something like this out there again, because it's been a long time since he was available, so the aftermarket probably costs a lot of money. So being like, here's a fancy new version that you can just get now.
It's a nice looking figure. The part that actually 3 parts that does impress me is they added the chrome back in terms of the play controlled his eject and for his missile, because I know like some recent things it's like instead of like chrome look it's more of like that bright grayish look that isn't chrome.
Yeah, they claim they're doing it, that technically makes it look more like the animation, but also there's the thing of like it only looked like that in the animation because it's like representative of chrome.
Which is funny because then they did it with Laserbeak, so they give Soundwave the chrome, Laserbeak gets the gray instead of the chrome.
To be fair, on a figure that size and complexity, I feel like they just made it like that so the chrome wouldn't like chip and splinter when he transformed him.
Good point. Oh, there's an Energon cube too. That's cool.
He does the thing.
He does the thing.
Yeah. So yeah, like the original version of this figure already exists, so you can go look up reviews and stuff. This is literally a new coat of paint designed to make him look nicer.
Oh, and on his left hand there, that's from one of the earlier episodes too.
Yeah, they were all about giving these guys like fancy cartoon accessories.
Why not?
Yeah, and there he is next to Megatron and all that stuff. Yeah, this is one of those things where if you're already into this scale, this is great. Somebody like me, I would just stick with the new Studio Series one because it's scaled to my mainline guys.
Well, it's funny. How does in terms of the legalities work? Because they could give Soundwave his name, they can't give Laserbeak his name.
They can give Laserbeak his name. It's just Condor is what Laserbeak is called in Japan, same as Convoy.
Ah, okay.
It's weird. Some of these guys have the same names in Japan. Some of them have different ones. It's kind of arbitrary.
Right. Actually,
Here's the original.
There. So Mr. Magnus has got it. So functionally, the new one is the same thing, just in light blue and with a bunch of other like color changes and stuff. If we can get to them, one of these things will be the correct view. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice looking figure, big figure too. There's his.
I remember a stop motion being done of that figure.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, if I
And
wait,
he comes
Magnus,
with-
is the back?
Oh, a Megatron gun, of
got it.
course.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Magnus, I got a question. Is the
Yep.
back of that Energon cube open?
Yes, but it has a cap that you can put on it. So you can fill it with something to make it.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking here, because I feel like I could just do so where Thundercracker and Skywarp start pulling in fuel basically into an Energon cube. I could just stop motion the crap out of that and make it look almost realistic. If I ever do buy the KO of that, because there's no way I'm spending 300 clams on an old masterpiece.
Yeah. When I sent this one to Spin, I just said the vehicles will continue until morale improves. They're just gonna keep putting these out. This is just the newest set of
Impactor
wheels.
already.
But no, those look. Really
Yeah, it's
impressive,
weird they haven't made him. They're making everyone else.
Why I oughta?
What do you know about why I
child. Calm down, child.
This is how I actually have him in the case over there.
All right, let me go back here and.
I know the feeling of clicking around trying to get it.
Yep.
I have his,
Oh, nice.
with his foot on the cube, holding Megatron, and like he's talking to Laserbeak on his arm.
I like it. I like that the cube makes for a nice little like wooden box for a guy to stand on. Basically,
Right. It's the soapbox.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I gotta get this.
Yeah. So that's a bunch of G1 guys, a bunch of IDW Comics guys.
Soundwave
Weirdly, a
machine,
Dreamwave
the
Grimlock there in the
console
corner.
Physical media.
Yeah, that confused me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
War with
you have like
Ratchet.
Generation 1 Cup, IDW Blur, like a made-up Alpha Trion, and an RC that's kind of an original
That Alpha
design.
Trion, it's a redeco of the Legends version of the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus came with a little Alpha Trion that looked somewhat like that.
Yeah.
And then some
I
people
think
say
it's
it looks like a comic panel for him, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
I just think it's interesting how it's such a grab bag of different sources. That Grimlock is from Dreamwave's War Within comics, which was the early stuff set on Cybertron. Drift is from IDW. There's G1 Sunstreaker and Wild Rider and Dead End.
Oh man. Oh, you guys are not ready for this video. I just now watched it on the YouTube format. Oh, it's too good.
Tell us what you really.
You're not ready for this yet.
Yeah.
You are not ready for it.
You can't handle the stop motion.
And so this is that gigantic Titan class version of Age of Extinction Grimlock that apparently enough
I've already
people want for them to
daydreams of
make.
Devastator again.
And it's finally arriving, in people's hands. So we've got some actual in-person photos of it. I like when a release of a figure enters this phase, because then we get to see what they really look like outside of the promo stuff.
Right.
It hits differently when it's just on some guy's kitchen table, There's some comparison photos to like Age of Studio Series Optimus that just really emphasizes how huge this guy is.
I'd like to say, isn't that how we all felt when we saw A6 Optimus playing the piano?
Yeah.
I saw one image where he was compared to Devastator, which is shocking.
Yeah, how tall must that big staff of his be?
Well, I mean,
Man, what if I give that to Optimus? Like, let's just say I pull out the 200 clams to buy this thing. What will Optimus... Oh, wow.
So that's the old Studio Series Grimlock that came out in like Wave 1
wow.
in 2018, so like 8 years ago.
But you know what I think would be really cool? Anyone who has this to do a custom repaint of a G1 Grimlock. And I mean,
Yeah.
at least just give him some color. Like he's all
Yeah.
gray.
So they did that back in the day, back in like 2014 with the old Age of Extinction line, but those weren't
Oh,
like giant ones.
G1. We
Size.
got G1 Grimlock in this. This is cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is a vintage G1 Grimlock there.
That is quite the size for...
No, it's not vintage.
Oh, is that Missing Link?
Well, the arms have elbows. Do you
Oh,
want
so
to-
that is Missing Link then.
That's Missing Link.
Yeah.
Man, dude has all of them.
Which, to be fair, Missing Link is 1-to-1 the same size as G1 Grimlock, so it works for the sake of comparison.
Right.
Yeah. And the one that impressed me was the one next to Studio Series Optimus, because the whole point is he's supposed to scale with him, so...
Right.
Yeah. When are they going to get to the Dino mode? The
figures.
whole
We got
point is he
both
has a
figure
big
right there.
Dino mode.
Oh,
Yeah, there he is.
There he is
Look,
next to Devastator.
This right here seems like nuts in the fact that he's scaled to that big behemoth. Meaning,
Yeah,
if I
like, I've seen that guy at TFCon. I know how big that figure is.
look, if we scale these two together in an actual movie, that would be kind of horrifying.
There we go.
Especially with all the Dinobots. Okay, his jaw looks like he got surgery.
Yeah.
And like here's the thing. I said this
Wait,
before.
does that
you
mean
know,
you
I,
can chomp on
like a
KSI
snake.
sentries?
yeah, I remember I got flack for this when I posted it in my reviews. I'm like, Age of Extinction is the worst Transformers movie, and yet people want a gigantic Titan class Grimlock from that movie, enough for them to make one. Which,
I
okay,
wouldn't mind
you know.
seeing the Scorn design big.
Age of Extinction. So I'd like to say this: Age of Extinction has a love-hate relationship for a lot of people. My parents actually still like the movie, And
Why?
wait, that's the whatever Armada, not Armada. That's the Dragon Galvatron or Megatron blast effect.
Transmetal 2 Megatron.
Yes, Transmetal 2 Megatron. I kind of forgot the name, but like, it's a love-hate relationship for the movie because a lot of people like the fact that they started hunting down the Autobots and Decepticons, and which leaves us stop-motion animators room to make our own stories. There's quite a few people that have already done What If I Survived, Ratchet, Ironhide, even Jazz, all the way up to Age of Extinction to see how they die or survive. Same with the Wreckers. I mean, I've done one
plus
actually, for an instance.
I mean, 07 and Age of Extinction are both movies in a live-action continuity that had a bunch of new characters introduced. So, I mean, they start actually using color for the new character. Well, except for they didn't for the Dinobots, but for the Autobots they did.
Yeah, I just want to point out that's the
Mentioning
money
Age of
shot right
Extinction,
there
also
because
my-
the whole point of it is they wanted to make a Grimlock that was big enough for Optimus to ride him like he did in the film. So
It
that
works.
photo right there is the reason why they made it, basically.
It works. That is the
Yeah.
selling shot.
Yeah,
Oh, Crosshairs
Like-
on it now.
there he is eating those guys.
They can either give us a new Stinger or reissue that dude because I had the original one, but mine broke due to poor build. It degraded.
That's funny.
Da, 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 da.
Wait, don't get
Breaking your toys.
He didn't break the toy. He just discombobulated Devastator. I would have done the same thing.
He GPS to death or something like that.
And let's see. What else do we got in the news? I know there's still a handful more.
After like
Yeah.
2 more things, I so badly need to share this video.
Well, don't worry, we'll get to it.
I said 2, 3
Oh
more.
yeah, so this is that mysterious Unicron soldier that people are like getting mad at Prime versus Prime for having because he doing preview images of it. I think this is one of them is from him. To which I'm like, who cares? Anyway, so this is the Fallen retooled to be some sort of Unicron minion. Possibly based on the Unicron cultists from the Marvel comic. Right near the end of it, he had a bunch of followers that wore Unicron helmets. But also, this is a big leader class figure. So it's going to be interesting seeing what they do with this guy. I mean, you can see he's got the horns and some stuff on his back, but, it's a mystery. But we're going to find out soon. And people are mad at him. I'm like, bro, Hasbro's like, thank you for doing our marketing for us. We're going to unveil this
From
guy
how
like
his
it's a
back
big
looks,
reveal.
it looks pretty clean.
Yeah.
It's funny from the silhouette. It more reminds me of a Pretender shell.
A
This
little
kind of
bit,
reminds me of. It reminds me of an old kit bash that somebody did where they modified the Power of the Prime slag drastically and actually like took his head out of the Triceratops helmet that he had and then popped it on his shoulder and did a few other things. Okay, I don't get this right here. I'm not a full fan anymore of this thing. I need the red.
Yeah. That's Overgear Optimus from the Takara's realistic military line that they're doing. I'm also not into it, but people are going gaga because it looks good quality. So, more power to them, I
This is the
say.
closest to Prime Wars Optimus from Beast Hunters, pretty much at this point.
Yeah,
Except without
I'm
the
just
jetpack.
like, what if it was red?
And I bet somebody's already like took the image and then super
Digibashed it.
carefully colored it red.
Oh yeah, so there we have a nice good image of Gigastorm. Let me explain this. This is a retool of Trypticon, right? Obviously, with a big horn and a bunch of color changes. The original figure came out in the '90s, and it was also a retool of Trypticon as part of Japan's Beast Wars II toy line and show because they were just looking for any repaints they could, and they went all the way back.
They're milking it.
Okay.
Yeah. He was on the anime and everything. He started out as the green G2 tank Megatron, and he was called Megastorm, and then he got a power boost, and he just turned into Trypticon for some reason.
Okay, that does not seem right in the slightest.
Yeah, but it was a cool looking figure, so people didn't really care. They gave him the big horn and they gave him this fancy color scheme. So now, since there's a new Trypticon, they're doing this guy. And, a lot of people will be into it. And there's, of course, Missing Link Ratchet to go with Missing Link Ironhide. I like him better. I don't know if I'm still going to get him because Missing Link is expensive, but I always liked Ratchet's color scheme a bit more. Also, you can see he comes with a wrench, and more Transformers need to come with wrenches so that I can give them to Wheeljack and Perceptor.
Ratchet came with a wrench.
Yeah, I know. That's why I still have him.
Is that Carly? Or who's that person?
I think it's Ironhide came with Carly, so I think it's still Carly.
Why did they look like Sorry from Transformers Animated?
Well, they're doing a sort of a vintage thing there, in that they're making them look kind of like the old minifigures that the Diaclones that they used to come with, and those were kind of like silver-faced robot-armed guys. And back then, they were that's the best they could do in like the early '80s when it came to realistic human minifigures. Now they're just doing it as a style thing, basically. Oh, this is kind of weird. This is of course BotCon, the unofficial Transformers
Sideburn.
convention that used to be official. It's not official anymore. If they tell you it's official, they're lying. But they do have they do partner with Yolopark to do some exclusives, and these are some deep cut things. So that is a repaint of Hot Rod as the character Sideburn from Robots in Disguise. And the only reason they're doing that is like a million years ago, back when BotCon was official, they also repainted Hot Rod into Sideburn.
They did Universe Hot Rod, which I am tempted to buy now that his market value price. So for anybody who does want to track down the original, he's worth around $30 now. So he's actually more affordable to get than back.
And the other one is even more of a deep cut. That is Universe Menasor, who was a canceled figure that was supposed to come out in the early 2000s. He was supposed to be a repaint of Machine Wars Optimus Prime. And
Menasor?
Yeah. Well, they didn't have
Why?
Here's the thing.
Of Primal. He has the face of Primal.
Because that's what Machine Wars Optimus looked like. And he's
that's some dippy baloney crap right there.
See, now they're doing this on purpose, but back in the day, they just called him Menasor because they didn't have the copyright to Motormaster for a while in the 2000s.
This stuff is weird. Man,
Yeah, no, it is. This is like 7 layers of deep cut,
Here I thought I could have lived in the 2000s and had fun pretty much in collecting all the Transformers at a young age. This I don't think I can do now.
Yeah. So this is one that I'm probably going to grab. This is the
Same
Blokees
here.
is doing Prime Optimus Prime now.
Give me Clef Jumper and Wheeljack and Breakdown.
Yeah, like he doesn't transform because none of the Blokees transform, but he's got so many things. They gave him the Matrix, they gave him the Star Saber, they gave him masked and unmasked heads. Like, as somebody that likes the show, I think I just want to get this on general principle. And the thing about, he's got the Decepticon arm from when he became a Decepticon briefly. And here's the important thing. Yeah, as I've said in several reviews, Blokees are cheap. They don't cost a lot of money. So this guy is going to be affordable.
Secret here. My mom is a die-hard Transformers Prime fan, and she got me that Blokees Soundwave. I got a good suspicion she's going to get me this since Prime was her favorite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it looks awesome. So it looks awesome. It's a model kit you can build.
Don't tell my mom that.
And it won't break the bank because Blokees Action Editions are, like, cheap. I think... Oh, God, how much did because the movie Megatron that I built 45. On stream was one of them. No, less than that.
No, that's a champion class. Champion class
is
anywhere from 15 to 20. Then the action classes are their equivalent of Gunpla Master Grade, which is around like 40,
they cost less than a deluxe 50. Transformer. Anyway, yeah, easy recommend because of all the stuff and the fact that it's not very pricey.
Yeah, does it say action or champion class?
It's action edition, or it says action edition.
Action would be the more expensive. You're thinking of the champion class, is what you're thinking of.
Well, either way, they don't cost a ton of cash compared.
Yeah, I mean, they'll hold better. Like, I know I saw a review earlier today comparing the action class for the Evangelion models they have so far versus the Bandai ones that are like high grade or master grade ones. And I mean, if you want something that's cheap but it's going to hold together more better than a lot of more expensive stuff, Blokees is the way to go. You pay less, but it holds together, even though you put it together yourself.
What do you know about it, lad?
That's
Well,
pretty
we
much
got
all
our
I
weekend
spent most of my
people.
money on last summer was Blokees. There's like like a summer or two ago was pretty much like every Sunday I had some new Blokees.
The modern day action masters.
Yeah, but the
Oh,
difference
we're
is,
way better than those.
yeah, people are
Oh, yes,
buying
they are.
Blokees. Action
Yes, they
Masters
are.
were just kind of like,
Oh
Well,
my
even
goodness.
like, can we get on the action topic now?
no, we're Action Masters is
Not
for
yet.
Teletran 2. But we've got
Okay.
we've got Impactor's channel up on the screen. So what do you
Okay.
have for us this week, sir?
See Mango's dad going in his house. Might have a little visitor here in a minute.
Impactor is on mute. And there we go.
You'll just need to read the title
There it
first
goes.
when we go into big screen.
Let's go over here.
I need everybody to like look at the.
Grimlock. Grimlock, we're in a desert.
Grimlock were in a desert in the past tense.
We're deep in enemy territory. Let's just lie low and come over. Way ahead of you. I saw this on foot. Grimlock! We're in a desert! He's next to that T-Rex! Open fire!
Mean to Hot Rod.
Oh wow.
Extremely mean to Hot Rod.
Grimlock! We're in a
Swiss
next to
rod.
that T-Rex!
Oh my gosh.
He grabbed it.
Fire!
Swiss rod.
Hot mess rod.
Impactor, you've offended Fair Courage in all types of angles on that one.
Sorry,
I'm trying to think of the other-
I agree personally in the fact that Hot Rod killed off Optimus.
The greatest thing that
Have you ever
Decepticons
been here
ever
for the?
accomplished.
Listen, I'm gonna have to go get. I'm gonna have to go get a screenshot. Give me a minute. Give me a couple. Give me a minute here.
Well, I'm sorry for your courage, but there's a few more comic runs here, or comical memes that involve Hot Rod getting bullied the crap out of.
Nah, listen. There's a murder case that needs to be solved here. Hot Rod is involved in a conspiracy, and it's up to us to find out the truth.
Well, look, you have Megatron and Hot Rod. You have Megatron and Optimus there, who both canonically died due to Hot Rod.
And see, Megatron and Hot Rod were in on something. He knew. Hot Rod wanted the Matrix. Megatron wanted to get rid of Prime. He knew Hot Rod was an easy mark.
You know what's funny? I mean, out of like how many decades of Transformers, watching the movie back in '86, and I think I didn't get a chance to watch it till '87, and all of those years I'm just like, Hot Rod tried to help and it didn't work out, and and the both of them kind of pass away in a sense, and no idea that decades later the internet would just be like all over the he's the reason why Optimus got taken out, and I'm like, it was just a movie. I mean, it's toys that we loved. It's just a movie, but you go in some groups and it's like people just get violent about it. I'm like, okay, let's go back.
I gotta show
It was a
this
bunch
part
of
right
toys
here.
and a
Give
comic
me the-
book and cartoon that we loved.
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
Have
I'm
your
sorry,
courage
I
to
have
show
my
this,
little.
and
I
gotta
have my
show
little
this.
slideshow that I can speed run really quickly.
All right, let's
Eric.
see the speed run, then I gotta point out some cool stuff with this.
Okay,
video.
so this is the Marvel adaptation of the Transformers the movie, right?
Yes.
Yay!
Lot of movies get comic adaptations. Usually they're based off of like early scripts or whatever. Usually they don't really matter. The important thing I want to note before I flip through these pages is that This version of the story happened canonically in the Marvel Transformers comics. Like, this
Yes,
isn't
it
an
did.
adaptation. Yeah, this is not an adaptation. This is the version of the story that that happened there, right? So
One
let's start
one
going through.
variation.
Yeah, that's important. I just wanted to establish this happened in some corner of the Transformers multiverse, right? Like, you'll notice as you read, for example, Optimus has got his yellow eyes, Megatron has got Soundwave is purple, Megatron has his black helmet, because this is Marvel, right?
Yep.
You know, there is a theory behind this story. Before you continue, that this story actually took place in the future Galvatron's timeline.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I'm just not getting into it because I'm trying to go fast. So
Most definitely.
I want to do my Megatron up with the black helmet. I just like that.
okay, so here's the important thing. This is their version of the big Optimus Megatron fight.
Why is
And,
that a
you know,
robotic leg right there?
I don't know. He just threw something at him. I think that's what remains of his lightsaber. You know,
It looks
and
like
of
a
course,
leg.
pay attention, class.
Human leg.
Here's the moment, right? There's the gun that he's reaching for. No more Optimus Prime. Grant me mercy, I beg of you. You who are without mercy now plead for it. I thought you were made of sterner stuff. And this is where, in most tellings of the story, Hot Rod interrupts.
No, you don't, Megatron.
That did not happen here. In fact, if you look here, you can see Hot Rod, with this note the spoiler, specifically minding their own business and not interfering. And look what happens anyway. Megatron pulls out the gun, says, "So you think I'm clumsy, you has-been pile of junk," and shoots Optimus anyway. And Optimus dies. Therefore,
Yay!
if Hot Rod hadn't have interfered in another canonical telling of the story where Hot Rod didn't interfere, Optimus died anyway. It was always going to happen. Hot Rod interfering did not make it happen. It was always going to happen. That is my conclusion. Thank you for listening.
So, in long story short, if Woody would have gone to the police, this would have never have happened.
If Optimus would have
sure.
shut up and took the shot rather than blah 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 blah.
Exactly,
Nah.
right?
In the words of Optimus himself, I should have stayed in truck mode.
Yeah.
There's
That's
that
just
too.
whenever anybody's
Just-
like, Hot
Just
Rod was
engage in
responsible for
vehicular
Optimus. That's my
manslaughter rather
counterpoint.
than melee and range combat. Just go
Yeah.
vehicular manslaughter or bot slaughter.
Damn it, I have a pickup truck. I should have been around old folks, driving people around, picking up fruit. And I don't mean the West Village type. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Exit only.
To TF Berserker's
Exit only.
comments here, he said, "I'd never seen that version of the comic. Mind blowing." They're actually reprinting it right now. Skybound reprinted all 3 issues. You can buy them in your local comic shop.
Nice.
Oh,
I
there is
gotcha,
another
bitch.
version. There is another version where Hot Rod did not interfere. It's called Transformers Deviations. That's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
story. It's an
it
interesting
is.
story. Not great story. It's an interesting story. They
That
screwed
story
up
was
on
written by
Megascreen.
Brandon East, and it is not great.
Now, let me,
It's not great. It's interesting.
Just before I get over to Magnus, Shiba Kobe is laughing at Impactor's video. TF Berserker says, "I've never seen that version in the comic. Mind blown." And Shiba Kobe's laughing at the Woody Woodpecker. TF Berserker also mentions
I was about to do it. Damn it.
TF Berserker says, "My documentary is focused on the voice actors of the 86 movie." And Toy Warp, shameless plug, says, "On Tuesday, June Toy Vid will release. It is on the 1983 Hot Wheels Stow and Go Railroad playset." Very cool. Mr.
Magnus, I want a railroad.
Magnus, what do you have on the screen?
So, if you've got the money to spare, this just hit Big Bad Toy Store. This is a
Please don't forget somebody I want.
45-inch tall.
Oh,
Whoop, I'm on the wrong screen.
What the hell is it?
Devastator.
Oh. Oh.
Does it do anything, or is it just
Nope.
a statue?
It's just
Oh, it's
a statue.
Nah, I ain't wasting my money.
It's only $4,000.
only.
Only
But why does he look
American.
fat?
Wait, 4,000
That's-
American. So that's about
That's old man Devastator.
5,000 Canadian.
Like,
Why is his thigh so fat?
I
And
could buy all the Constructicons times 20 or 30.
and
This
there's
is
only
what happens
one
when you
left.
let Michael Bay do G1.
Just like the divorce class Metroplex.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
only one of these left in the store.
Divorce class Metroplex.
Wow.
I'll never get over
Who
that.
wants this?
Not me.
I'm gonna come and break down somebody's door.
For
People with
$4,000,
disposable
it better
income.
transform itself, clean my bathroom, take care of my cat's litter box, and say, "Me, Devastator, no Reed."
I gotta finish the stream off.
$4,000. It better like show up to work for me.
That's
For
right.
real?
I better be able to drive one of them.
Exactly.
That's what. Like, I'm not going to throw stones because as a Transformers collector, I'm certainly not going to knock other people's things that they collect. But I've never understood statues because I'm like, what do you mean you don't want it to move?
Now, just before
All
we,
right, hold on. If you have an epic battle statue of like Megatron and Prime going at it, that's dope. And it can even work as bookends. But one single statue by itself, unless you plan on collecting more statues to make kind of a little collage or something, it makes no sense. I agree.
I used to get a lot of like
Or diorama.
fighting game character statues in like the 2000s. Like I know I have one of like Melia Rage from Guilty Gear sitting on her hair, and that wouldn't have been practical with like an action figure.
That is
I
true.
had a bunch
Sometimes you get
of
those guys produced that
Dino,
you can't.
this Morrigan and Lilith from Darkstalkers. I had one little one of QB from Darkstalkers as well. So sometimes it's just a matter of the practicality of the character. Not all character designs lend themselves to action figures.
I can definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
now I'd say hold on to those thoughts so we can bring them over to Teletran 2. Impactor, do you have another video because we have about 3 minutes left?
Yes, I do, but I want to quickly point out something with the this original video that I had of, well, Hot Rod Gang Sharded. So right here, we just see what I'm using for this. So we have his own Matrix blast effect.
Oh, cool.
Disrespect.
Then you have 86 Optimus's blast effect. Then you have KO gun mode Megatron's blast effect. Then wait, where is it? I gotta wait.
Somewhere Tallahassee singing, "Don't shoot me with my own gun."
Then you have 86 Optimus's truck blast effect also being used here.
Nice.
Like you just see him just gay, and then you have the
You gave
repeated
him all the
holds.
violence.
I do like that effect. It is very impressive.
But you know what? The lighting is actually very cool. The lighting effect in terms of where the blasts
So
are
look,
hitting.
for a fun fact, I just did not want to digitally affect everything. So I just went real effects.
Did you just shine a flashlight on it or something?
Flashlight and natural light.
Interesting.
Nice. Trigger Happy 77.
It was a Swiss. It was a Swiss cheese hot rod for me.
It says, good job on the video with the hot rod getting shot up. That was funny.
I agree.
And then,
The Swiss cheese hot rod was the thing.
so we were mentioning Age of Extinction. Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Damn ads!
No!
You!
So we were mentioning Age of Extinction stuff.
Yeah.
There is room open for many stories and everything. So this was my idea on what happened to the Wreckers. Before I rewatched TLK because I forgot about something happening.
Alright. Got a heat sink. Release the mini drones.
Those are cool drones.
It's time to kill him! Wreckers!
Just toss the person off.
drift apart.
And then this is the moment that everybody recalls from the movie. I forgot about the fact that Volleyball Ball is topspin, so I killed off an unknowing character.
To be fair, the movies do that kind of thing all the time, so.
Destiny is unknown.
I took Hot Rod here. I don't own Lockdown yet, so I just had to kit bash it here. And I had Lego Spark Extractor.
Making a mess out of the universe. Then I've got to clean it up. Tell me where he's hiding. Where is Optimus Prime? We ain't going nowhere.
Well, like, to go off this, that's like some of the stuff that people will create. I mean, mentioning, like, the what if process is a amazing thing.
Yeah, I've always thought that about the Bay movies too. I don't think they're very good, but they have a lot of interesting ideas in them.
Well, for mentioning me again quickly before we leave, I had the entire idea when I was creating my what if scenarios of just adding every single figure that had comic value in the Bayverse comics into Age of Extinction and giving an entire little story to everybody, and maybe making the Autobots reunite moment a little bigger, basically, where we have a bigger cast of Autobots.
The return of Skids and Mudflap.
Yes, I actually added those two in there, though I entirely planned for them to get immediately sliced in half by Galvatron.
That would be a whole other conversation. So,
but if it's the ice cream truck version of them, then they can be cut in half and it won't matter.
There you
go.
go.
He's like, haha, tricks on you.
Well, I'm gonna pull then I'm gonna pull an error then. So quickly finishing, I'm gonna pull a cartoon error then at that point, because I'll have Dark of the Moon Skids, and I have all three of them: Ice Cream, Normal, and then Dark of the Moon. I'll have the Dark of the Moon twins be the stars in the Age of Extinction What If, but I'll have their vehicles just appear about in there to just get destroyed like cannon fodder.
Now we're gonna hold on to that thought. So anyone watching the video after, carry it on in the comments. So you can find Impactor Productions on YouTube. Do like his videos, subscribe to his channel, subscribe to our channel.
To Children of Primus.
To Children of Primus,
Children
to
of
Shaw
Primus.
Clan Entertainment,
And Shaw Clan Entertainment. Wait. No.
Also Toro Vintage Reviews, always hiding in the comments. So you can find all of our links.
We're endorsed by Void Rivals by Robert Kirkman. That's how that works. They totally endorse us now.
This is true.
Yes, my dad pulled out the comic. We read the entire thing.
So on that note,
one last little thing.
Yes.
For Impactor before we leave here. At Shozy store, they have the DNA upgrade kit for the SS-86 Optimus Prime, where you can put the Megatron arm on him. On sale for $26 now.
Ooh.
So get your tail over there and get it.
Wait, I have $26 conveniently, but I don't think I have enough for shipping. That's not good.
Well, how much can shipping be?
It's free shipping. Shipping's included in it. Free shipping to the United States.
There you
go.
Okay, then.
Go on the offensive, as the quote goes.
So on that note,
Question, Spin. Before we close this off, can I give a brief advertisement for the next stream?
You have about 13 seconds.
Thank you. Hey, everyone. This is Thundercracker from the Decepticons. If you want to see Starscream get its comeuppance, I suggest you tune into that Teletran 2. It's going to be a hoot. Tell them about it, Thundercracker.
Until all are one.
Till all are
We now return you to the Children of Primus.